So we're going to have a look at the kick straps on the 463 because they're not exactly positive in there. It's a very ambiguous stopping point. It's also quite difficult. They have actually been screeching quite a bit. So we've got the kick straps down here. Now this is the reported part for all 4 doors. You can see here, door holder, striker, kick strap, whatever we want to call it. So here it is, it comes greased up. It's just going to have the 2 bolts in there, which you can see are secured just there. And we're going to put the pin with the little locking tab as well, with the little Phillips. So there we go. Here, a little cap under here. We'll just flick that off. Take that off, and underneath, you can see under here, there's our Torx screw. Let's get that off, and then there's probably another. There's one in there. We're going to get off in a sec. So let's get these things off. So this looks like a Torx 27. Oops, don't you fall down the door. There's our Torx 27. Is that screw off, or yeah, just a rubber grommet, and I don't think they're available anymore, frustratingly. So I presume this is another Torx. Yes, it is, of the same diameter. Good. Okay. There's our Torx 27. I'm just wondering if there's some clips in here. Yep. There's 1, 2, 3. So I'm just using a little. That one needed quite a bit of force getting the plastic thing up there. It's still intact. There's actually another Torx hidden up there. So I'm just going to get that one out and that should come off. There we go. And that is the door card. We're going to undo the electrical connector, and the lifted it underneath. So very annoyingly, you've got to disconnect the little cable from the little plastic sleeve for the door handle, and then just push it down, and then that will come loose. And then the only thing holding this on, I think, is the connections for the window switch, and one down at the speaker, which was, oh, actually there's one in here, so let's see if I can get them out. Now that is way harder than it needs to be. So the number of clips we have: 1 up near the B pillar, 2, 3, 4, 5 missing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clips, and then a door handle screw, a door handle screw, or a grab handle screw, I apologize, and a door handle screw. So 3 screws / Torx and all the clips, and then 3 wires to disconnect. 1 is going into your switch, the window switch, 2 is going into the tweeter, and 3 is going to the, there's a supplementary one, an illumination that runs up there to the door handle. Now we have this. Now, even worse, I think that kick strap's got to come out with the speaker off. So there is no body cavity there. The only body cavity is going to be there. That is just a really frustrating design. And I can imagine a dealer or a workshop is going to say, I'm going to give you an hour and a half a door of labour to do this job. and there's going to be some broken clips. You can see one stuck in here. So I might go and put that one back in here if it's not broken. There we go. That's back in. So we're now on to a Torx 20 times 3 for the speaker. By the look of it, 1, 2. I'm just going to unplug the speaker and that should just come out. So there's our speaker out as such. I've got probably 2 10s and I've got to lift this one up. I've got to get that rubber grommet off to get that pin out, I think. Now, so there's a 10mm off. Get the next one. Rather annoying, or maybe a wrench. A ratchet wrench is easier than a ratchet socket. Right. So there we go. The 10 and the washer. 2 of them, they're probably 1 inch long. Okay, so peel it from the inside out and that'll come off like so. You can see, so the inside bit's what keeps it in. Just pull that out, and then what you're going to need to do is, there's probably a clip under here, just to peel back. And now the pin should just come up. Sometimes you have to door the right angle to get this up. So that's now just got to be pushed up. It is annoying as hell. Trying to knock that pin upwards after the clip is off is actually a lot more difficult than you'd think. Much worse by having side steps, so you can't actually get an upswing of your hammer to bang it up because the angle is in the way. So if you don't have side steps, you're probably doing better than me. This has taken about 10-15 minutes, so I've not made any progress. Rather sacrilegious, but the only way I've been able to do this is actually I'm just putting this on the bolt above and gently leaving it, and I'm probably taking a bit of paint off behind it, but for the life of me, I cannot get that out. It's not out yet, but I've managed to just literally lever it from the bottom. You can see I've taken the paint off the top of the bolt. I can't get that any other way. So write some tips in there if you've got them. And in a final act of desperation, I just grabbed it with a pair of pliers on each side and hit it onto the actual pliers, because I think striking it from the bottom, it tips it in and into the bolt. That was a real task of a job. So that's off. Let's get this kick strap out and put the new one in, remembering how the rubber goes. So out comes the old one. Now let's have a look at this. A little bit of separation of the rubber there. And nothing catastrophic, but obviously after 12 years of service, let's have a look at this thing. And I might even put some grease in the center of that to get that done. Pin in and out. Although I won't be doing it next time. So I've just fed that through the speaker. I've got to put the rubber on before I forget and seal it up. Rubber on, the correct way I hope. And then we can put that in there. And no surprises. Goes in a lot easier. Let's put the clip on at the bottom. Oh, that bloody rubber bracket's in the worst possible way. Now that's good. Now we're going to get the tins in. I think we've got the bottom one. Can we get the top one? Yeah, not yet. Well, that feels good. It's not a good one for your back, this procedure. I don't know what the torque values are there, but I'll say lots. Within the limits of a 1/4 inch drive. Now let's just give it a bit of a wobble and try and tighten it again. Oh, that's rigid. Almost too rigid. That's fine. Well, it's not going to budge from there. It's got a second position. It's quite rigid. It's still not as secure as you'd think. Normally, for example, I'm used to old 116s. It's got a position where it just wants to pull it into that spot. It doesn't seem to have that spot. It's got two spots. Let's have a look at the other side. I mean, that's unpleasantly rigid past the first spot and actually hard to get in. It's not beautiful, but it's better. So I've attached the three speaker Torx screws. I've placed the connector back in now to do the tweeter, door illumination, window switch and lock before you put the card on and forget about it. Order your new tabs if you need them. But it's not easy. Now I'm going to have a go at this. I've done the other one as practice. I just snapped one clip. Here's the newly replaced one, which took probably about 30 to 40 minutes in the end of it. No more squeaking. Still, it's reasonably hard. It does push it into one position and the second position finds itself, but it's got a little bit of slop in there. It's not as positive as you would think. But anyway, it's quiet. So sadly, I may have to go back in here. I've got the part number for that speaker, so I'm going to have a look at that. But anyway,